Do you want to be happy starting today? Stoicism is a philosophy of life that has led many people to happiness across the centuries from all walks of life, whether slave or emperor. We might just think of Epictetus or Marcus Aurelius, for example. Stoicism brings great simplicity and clarity to what is really important. Hence, it can be summed up in 4 key points that constitute an art of living, of how to be happy. The first point of Stoic philosophy is this: determine what is in your control and what is not. Be really honest. If you are, you will see that what you really control is your thinking. Everything else in the world is subject to fortune or other people's actions. And of our many thoughts, the most important are our opinions and our judgments. Our judgments determine the world as we see it. They really shape our experience. Many people say, make the best of a bad situation. The Stoics say, the situation is made by our thinking. And that brings us to the second point of Stoicism. When we reflect on our mind, we see that we are rational beings, and that the mind is most who we are, and thus what we ought most to care about. Our mind is always with us. We can't get away from it. It goes wherever we go. It is who we are. Hence, we should guard it and carefully manage its thoughts, like a great citadel in which we live our life. It is our permanent residence. This brings us to Stoicism's third point. The one true good is what makes the mind good and prompts us to good actions. The one true evil is what corrupts our mind and so prompts us to evil actions. Everything else in the world is a matter of indifference to us, or ought to be anyway. This point can be hard to swallow, and it is what is often most implausible about Stoicism. But perhaps it's not so implausible if we realize that our minds become what they think and judge and do. And virtues simply are those qualities of mind, those habits of thinking, which we acquire with repeated judgments, and that make us clear thinking with regard to our true good, as well as make us moderate, courageous, and just. Vices simply are those qualities of mind that make us illogical, irrational with regard to life, as well as immoderate, cowardly, and unjust with regard to others. Finally, in order to keep our mind from becoming vicious, let alone being overtaken and conquered by ill fortune or bad people, or anything destructive and depressing, such as certain passions and emotions, we have to practice constant self-reflection, a constant thought management, meditations, if you will, that keep our eye on the prize, the good life, a truly human life that fulfills what is most our own and who we are. Another word for this is simply happiness, a permanent state of possessing a good, virtuous mind. This happiness is in our power today, now, and no one and nothing can take it away from us.